Do you act differently because you do not feel worthy enough? You don't trust yourself, so you play a role. It's not that you're not confident, it's that you do not trust yourself. You believe this way you can impress others and get the social life you desire, but in reality, you're actually pushing people away from you, including yourself. I used to act this way for over 10 years, but everything changed when I realized these three mindset shifts. There was a guy that really desired the attention of others. He was emotionally neglected in his childhood, but he was also therefore afraid to push people away and come across as rude. So, because of that, if he ever had an opinion and thought of something that could come across as rude, he would just act nice. This way, he could stay on a level that everyone could like him on. He can be liked by every person he engages with, and this way, he can get the social life he really desires. That used to be me, and the rate of success was basically zero. All that I've done was to be the nice guy. But why really is nice guy a bad thing? Because the nice guy is only nice because he's afraid of what others will think. The first mindset shift that I had was that nice is not attractive. Being nice is a good thing, but what we do when we are in the situation that we really want the attention from others and act nice, it's that we act nice out of necessity, out of wanting the attention, rather than truly being ourselves, truly wanting to be nice. Just because you say something and that something might hurt the other person, you can formulate it in a way that is still kind, and that makes you stay truthful to yourself. It makes you not come across as such a nice guy that just seems to say yes to everything. Because that was me when somebody said something, and even if I disagreed, be it that I didn't want to do it, be it that I didn't think I agree, I would say yes because I wanted that attention, that emotional neglect, that deep black hole inside of myself truly desired to be liked by others. But this in turn really pushes people away because if you just say yes to everything, you all of a sudden just become this boring, kind person. Like, you're actually not really kind. You're lying to the other person. So, are you really nice? We label it nice guy, but it's seen as an kind of an insult because it kind of is. You're just not being truthful to yourself. You're putting on an act, and what's the result? You actually just get nobody. So let's make a very basic example. You're in a room, something happens, and the other person thought it's funny and tells you that they thought it's funny. You don't have to agree. If you don't think that was funny, you can kindly reject that idea that this was funny. You can tell them that, well, it's not quite my thing. I didn't think that was too funny. You can still be nice about it, but you can be truthful about it. There are multiple levels to this kind of thing, but start slow. Start to tell the truth. Start to tell the things that the real you would say and thinks. But that is also where the second lesson comes in. Because when you start to act this way, some people might reject you. But that is a good thing, which is mindset shift number two. Rejection is selection. And you want to select people. You don't want everyone to like you. That is boring because you will not like everyone. So if those people that you do not like start to like you, you have to act and you have to act badly. There were some people in my life when I was still in the apprenticeship at work. I didn't like them. Okay, we just didn't get along. We still had to work together, but I didn't like them. And I put on an act because I didn't want to have any trouble. I didn't want to hurt anyone. And even though I didn't like them, why did I care about their opinion? That was when everything changed. When I started to act more like myself, I started to be kind of honest about it. I at least showed it a little bit more. I wasn't an ass about it, but it was clear to each other we didn't like each other. We tried to avoid each other as much as possible. And it was okay, right? This is also where it comes to your social life. You want to find people that you really enjoy. And you can only do that if you reject opinions, if you reject people, if you reject whatever it is. You need to push some things away so you can pull other things towards yourself. You might disagree with someone and that pushes them away, but you disagreeing with that opinion might pull that other guy in. The best example I have is my best buddy. I was at a point where I've already become more authentic to myself, but he truly showed me that you don't need to hide yourself at all. He is not afraid of social circumstances. Like, trust me, social anxiety is scared of that guy, not the other way around. But that is also where his character, his authenticity, and likability comes in. And he showed me that I truly can be myself in all the quirky ways that I am, that I want to be, but still get people to like me, but really deeply like me, get that deep desired connection where we can go into topics that you could never go to if you just stay on a nice surface level. Isn't that something that you would like? But all of these things led me to the third most important lesson. It's that being authentic is an act of self-love. Because we keep getting told that self-love really matters, but there are multiple ways of doing so. I firmly believe that being authentic to yourself is one of the most crucial ones. Because what does it mean to hide yourself? It means that you don't even like yourself enough to show others and even yourself. You don't even want to be yourself. That's how much you do not like yourself, it seems. But I believe that you just haven't given yourself the chance. You think that you aren't worthy enough, whatever that means for you. I used to think the same. But when I started to change everything, when I started to act as myself more and more, and after meeting my best buddy, just not filtering myself anymore, I started to like myself a lot more. I know that I push away some people, but I also know that the people that do like me, they really like me a lot. And this also gives me confidence in myself. It gives me confidence in that I can act in the way I would like to. I can share my opinion without truly being an asshole, but at the same time, still being true to myself, being authentic and confident at the same time. However, if you really want to build that authentic confidence, you really need to be aware of some external factors that are traps inside of your life. Thinking that money and status really matter, otherwise, you can't be confident. If you're stuck in that trap and want to avoid it, you should really check out this video right here.